Personal pronouns. What are personal pronouns? To understand the topic pronouns completely, we need to understand the first type of pronoun, that is personal pronouns. They are really important to understand because many children make errors while using personal pronouns in their sentences. So let's have a look at all the personal pronouns. Yes, these are all personal pronouns. Now don't get scared here because I'm going to make it very simple for you. But before that, we need to understand why we call them personal pronouns. We call them personal pronouns because they show us the grammatical person, gender, number, and case of the noun it replaces. And they also enable us to avoid repetition of proper nouns. We will understand everything about personal pronouns step by step. Now let us talk about the first step. And in the first step, we need to know that all these personal pronouns, I, we, you, they, he, she, it, they are divided into three persons. When I said that they show us the grammatical person, it means I am saying that these pronouns are used to refer about three persons, where I and we, they are called first person, and here we refer to the speaker. When we talk about a second person pronoun, we include our pronoun you. Here, the second person pronoun refer to the listener, or you can say to whom we are talking. And a third person pronoun, which include they, he, she, it, refer to the person being spoken of, or you can say about whom we are talking. I hope now you have understood first person, second person, and third person. Now, let's talk about step 2. In step 2, we need to understand that in English grammar, we have cases. And here, case means situation. When we use pronouns in our sentences, we can use them as subjects, objects, or as possessives. The pronouns which are used as subjects in a sentence are called subjective case or nominative case. I hope you remember what is subject. In our previous video, we had already understood the sentence structure. That is subject plus verb plus object, where S or subject is the doer of the action or about whom we are talking, and they always come in the beginning of a sentence. So these subjective or nominative case include pronouns like I, we, you, they, he, she, and it. That means these personal pronouns are used in the beginning of a sentence. They never change their form. I will remain I, we will remain we, and so on. And let's talk about objective case. Now, what is object? Object is receiver of the action. So, any pronoun playing the role of an object in a sentence is called objective case. For example, when I say I called him, here I is the subject and him is the object. And you can see that when I am using I as subject, I am using the subjective case I. And when I am using an objective case in my sentence, I am not using the pronoun he. Instead, I have used the objective case of he, that is him. Thus, these personal pronouns change their form when they play the role of object in a sentence. I hope now you will be able to identify subjective case and objective case. Now, let's move on to third step, that is third case, that is possessive case. Possessive word has come from possession, which means to own something. Example, when I say that is my book, here I am emphasizing on the fact that this book belongs to me or I own this book. If I say that's your book, here the pronoun your is emphasizing on the fact that this book belongs to you. So we can understand possessive case in a very simple manner. When these personal pronouns claim to own something, they play the role of possessive case, like my book, our house, your school, their building, his father, her mother, and so on. These three cases of pronouns are very important because you will never find any other case or any other situation of pronouns. There are three situations where we will be using personal pronouns. That is, they will be used as subjects, where we will be calling them subjective case. Secondly, they will be used as objects or for showing possession, and we will be using them as possessive case. I hope you have understood all the three cases of pronouns: subjective case, possessive case, and objective case. Now, you may want to ask that, ma'am, what is the difference between my and mine? Our, ours, your, yours, their, theirs, and so on. Let's understand this with the help of examples. When I say, this is my book, or this book is mine, both the sentences have same meaning. But when we look carefully, we will notice that in first sentence, the noun book is used after possessive case my. And in second, the noun is used before possessive case mine. So it's easy. Always remember the structure of a sentence. If you are using noun before possessive case, you will be using the pronouns like mine, yours, hers, ours, etc. I hope your doubt about my, mine, our, ours is clear. Let's take few examples to understand these personal pronouns more clearly. For example, when I say, I saw James yesterday, here I is playing the role of a subject, and that is why we will use subjective case I. Robert saw him yesterday. Here Robert is playing the role of a subject, and the word him is playing the role of object. So instead of using the pronoun he, we have used its objective case him. This is our school. Here we are using possessive case. Here the noun school is placed after possessive case our, and that is why we are using the possessive case our. In the next sentence, this school is ours. Here the noun school is placed before possessive case, and thus we will be using the possessive case ours. I hope now you will not make errors while using personal pronouns in your sentences. In the next lesson, we will discuss some common errors which people generally make while using personal pronouns in their sentences. To have better command on pronouns, don't forget to watch the next lesson. So keep watching and keep learning.